Thank you so much. We've all come out to this beautiful occasion to celebrate two of my most favorite people in the world, celebrating their love together and getting married. I'd also like to thank Donna and Alan Hayes and Jackie and Randy LeBlanc, for without their efforts, none of this would be made possible, none of us would be here tonight. And there are obviously two very important people here today, and the great thing is that as the evening progresses, we'll have plenty of time to talk to them all, spend some time together, share some laughs, have a couple drinks. So I'd like to share a very special toast to the bar staff. So Cote and Kendra have been together since July 24th, 2012. And yes, I had to look that up through Kendra's Instagram because I'm not that good of a friend. Through 7 years of friendship, we shared adventures, change, love, and everything in between. And I have one question to ask. Cote, what took you so long? So almost every weekend growing up was spent either at the Bellatas, the Blanks, or my house. From running around in the yard, hitting each other with sticks, causing a ruckus in the pool, making whirlpools, annoying Emily or Emily annoying us, being babysat by Mamea, playing video games, shooting each other with paintball guns, and especially staying up far too late playing video games, and annoying Randy, having him come to our room 3 times in the night telling us to quiet down because he just got home from work and he was very tired. I'm sorry, Randy. Or, my favorites were staying home on Saturday nights, getting gullets by Jackie, and then probably getting off to church. As the years went on and my presence in the Blanc household was becoming more present, I too became part of the family. From attending birthday parties for your cousin, barbecues by the pool, or Halloween with your families, I was there too. My favorites though were being brought on trips in the Canadian Cruiser. The lights, the seats, and the Nintendo 64 really made it home. We weren't just best friends, we were family, we were brothers, and we always will be. Whenever Cote couldn't hang out though, it was safely assumed because he was busy with a family thing. Nobody really knew what that meant, but we respected it because we knew how much family meant to Cote. We really did, and judging by the turnout tonight and all the family from both sides, we knew that he really wasn't lying. Family means a great deal, and I truly appreciate all of you being out here tonight.
I am Kendra's sister and maid of honor. So I feel very lucky to congratulate Kendra and Cote on their brand new marriage. They've been waiting for this day for a long time. I think they've been planning it for 2.5 years now. That's how long they've been engaged. And everything is absolutely beautiful. I wrote this speech a few days ago knowing I was going to say that because I know my sister and I knew everything in this room would be perfect. And that's just who my sister is. She puts herself 110% behind everything she does. Whether it's planning her wedding, her relationships with her friends and family, her career, of course, and especially her relationship with Cote. So I've known my sister her whole life, and I can say the past 7 years that she's been with Cote, from my perspective at least, and I hope she agrees, have been her happiest and the best years of her life. That being said, I've known Kendra her whole life, like I just said. So I have to tell you about what she was like before Cote. I'm doing it. I've been there through all of her quirks and stages, and one of the first stages I ever remember Kendra having was she thought she was a cat. and she acted like a cat. And what this means to people who don't know is she would hide under tables and hiss at people. Everyone remembers because if you got too close, she would scratch you too. And I think there are many, as I've heard just now, victims and survivors of parents' cat attacks. And so I'm a survivor, and I'm glad you all could make it here today. I'm even more happy that she stopped doing that, though. And another stage Kendra went through when she was younger was she used to run away from everyone. So the second we would go into a department store, especially, those were her favorite places to run away because they were really big and they had a lot of places to hide. So she would run as far away as she could and hide, and we'd spend the next hour looking for her. And I remember on at least one occasion the police were called. I have to say I'm really glad we found you. Otherwise, Cote, you wouldn't have a wife today. She'd still be in Macy's, like hiding under a table. But besides all of this troublemaking that she did, she was a really sweet kid. She really loved stuffed animals, and she still does. And she would try to sleep with all of them in her bed at once. She had 50 stuffed animals, to the point where it was actually a suffocation hazard. But the thing was, she just didn't want them to feel left out. So she really just wanted them all with her. She really felt like they were her friends, so she needed them there. And she was a really good friend to her friends. She had tons of friends growing up. She had too many friends for me to remember all of the names of. So I just make up names in my head for them and then learn them later. Everyone wanted to come over to play with her. She was so fun. And, except for me, of course, because I was too cool. I had to keep up my image of being an older sister that never plays with the younger sister. But even my own friends, when they would come over, would try to play with Kendra. And I'd be like, oh, are you sure about that? And it's I'm pretty cool too. And they're like, no, your sister's really fun. But, I have to say, when I first met Cote, I kind of judged him a little bit. I was a little skeptical. And the reason why, 100% the reason why, is because he had this horrible Justin Bieber haircut. And I just took one look and I was like, I could never trust a person like that. I don't know what he's thinking. So how could I trust him? But over the years, luckily, I was able to get to know him. And, I think because he cut his hair, so I was able to loosen up a little bit around him. And I just saw how perfect he was for my sister. And, I just admired how he treated her with kindness and respect at all times. He was just so lovely to her. And, I think the two of them have learned a lot from each other. I've noticed that Kendra has become a less stressed person. She relaxes more. Today she was cool as a cucumber, believe it or not. I was the one who was running around stressing. And I think Cote has learned from Kendra, how to cut his hair and pick out outfits. I'm pretty sure Kendra picked that out. But their love in the end is what brings us here today, and I'm just so happy to call Cote finally officially my brother-in-law. And I want to raise a glass. Cheers to the brand new couple, the LeBlancs. I love you both, and congratulations.
We just hope that you really enjoy the evening and eat as much food as possible and drink as many drinks as you can responsibly consume. There is a shuttle later.
And I just wanted to say that I feel immensely loved by having all of you here, and I'd like to wish a happy anniversary to my mother and father. I know it's our day, but it was originally yours, so we kind of stole it. But I love you guys very much, and thank you for everything you've done for us.
Thank you to all the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, and our parents. We love you all so much.